How can I trust others with my new business idea? So, how
Hmm.
can I trust others with my new business idea? So, you're a co founder, or a managing director in a company, and you feel that you can't openly explore and speak about your new idea openly with others without causing doubt because you have an existing obligation, you have an existing commitment, and it's just, you know, you feel that there is that idea there and it's inside you, but you can't trust others, you can't let it out. So, what do I do? Hey, I'm Alison from the Second Mountain team.
Hi, and I'm Wolfgang, the founder of the Second Mountain. Alison, you always have these great questions. So I wonder, can I dig a little deeper?
Of course.
Okay,
So,
so you said you're talking in behalf of a client who's a co-founder and she wants to start her own something on her own, right?
exactly.
Yeah. So when you want to start on something on your own, and I understand here there seem to be a conflict about sharing your idea because you have still obligations in your running business.
That's exactly right. So you're still in this company and you're a loyal person, so you don't just want to disappear with your own idea because you still have this company that you're working in and you're a senior person within that company. So people depend on you as well. You have
Yeah.
obligations to
But
fulfill.
it seems that you want to start your own thing, right?
Exactly, but there's that simmering idea inside. So
Yeah.
there is conflict. So how would you address that? Like, where do you even begin?
Yeah. This is an interesting conflict because yes, as a co-founder, there's a visionary. He or she's driving the business. Everything goes more or less their way. And you as a co-founder, you need to like really you're steering the ship, but someone else is deciding for the direction.
Mm.
And yeah, and maybe now it's time to start your own idea, your own business. And yeah, there's always some time to depart actually. And so what I observed like a lot of times that co-founders they're they're a little bit afraid of going boldly out because they have their running obligations and the commitment and all of that. So for that, how do you how do you explore your new ideas? Because as a founder, it's like always easy. Like, oh yes, I have a running business and I have a new business, and it's kind of like you're becoming a serial entrepreneur. But if you're a co-founder, it's not so easy. And well, so and what I saw, the biggest need was to share your thoughts and ideas with others because by speaking them out loud, I find out are they valuable, are they the ones they are really mine. But who you talk to, if in your current business and also in your current environment, everybody knows that you are basically the co-founder of this company. So who do you talk to? Because everybody knows usually the founder, and so it's really hard to find an environment where you can speak out loudly, right?
Yeah, and also because you don't want people to think that you're not committed within that existing company. Like, you don't want people to think that at all. So there is that risk. Like, can you trust others to share it?
I think it's a good phrase. Can I trust people um, to tell if they would be to share about my idea? I would say the problem is it's really an interest conflict. So when my I had also sometimes partners in my businesses, and when we, we had this in our company in South Africa. We were five. We had I was even a co-founder. I was not the founder. We had Sama. She was the founder, um, and then we were four co-founders, and two co-founders had side businesses. They had ideas, and they were sharing it. They were sharing about this. It's like, yeah, we have this side project, but it will never interfere. It interfered
Mm.
from it was interfering from day two, because there was always this topic of, yes, I'm delivering on this, but on the other hand, they were already building on their other business. And I was the managing director together with another guy. And so there was always this feeling of the person is not fully dedicated.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And we couldn't really tell, but it felt like. And so we were really judging his work more harder. So, like, did he really put things in? We took things and said, like, oh, is he working in our interest, or has he have a hidden agenda? And actually, and in the end, we broke apart. It's really like we separated, because it was like that. He stepped more and more out. He started to get more and more investor meetings for his own startup. And yeah, and it's like, you know what, we are not invested, we are not financing your startup anymore. So
Mm.
there is also truth. And the other partner, he also started with a son. He actually had a business, and he was a co-founder in our business, but he had a writing tech company. So it was clear from the beginning that he would never be fully dedicated to us. We knew we got him for 25%. He entered with his full business, so that
Mm.
was different. While the other partner built his thing on the side and was not working out.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's a really interesting practical example of
Yeah,
how
and
you've
I
seen.
feel the pain really, like how it was caused so much stress to us as founders. It was an energy hole in the whole system.
Mm. But what if the co-founders hadn't shared with you that they had this other project?
Then I
Would
wouldn't know.
things be different?
Yeah, then I wouldn't know. Then he would have went on the side, and then like there one day he would say, "Oh, I quit." And he would say, like, you know what, guys, I loved it so far, but I built something on the side, which is um, actually, yeah, it's an interesting decision. On the one hand, you want to have honesty, but on the other hand, it's like it's distraction, it's distracting. And
Mm.
but he would have left anyhow. So the point is, from a founder perspective, you want to know as fast as possible if someone has an idea on the site, because you want to make sure you build a replacement.
Right.
So if
Mhm.
you're a co-founder and you want to build something, you need to find a space where you can really build it secretly, so you can develop your idea. Because the moment your idea goes out, the people question your commitment. And also, so it needs to run, it needs to work. So you need to build your today everybody says, like, build your product in public. I would not do this. Build your product, like, in a more secret way, so you can really test, improve it. And the end result you have can also be, and like, now bear with me. So let's say the end result is so great that you think, I'm looking even for investors. Then you can even talk to your current co-founder or current founder and say, you know what, this is a new business I could bring in.
Mm. Mhm.
But you developed on the side, and you position yourself as founder, somebody who owns an idea, can make an idea happen. So you are also a visionary. So I think there is this interesting opportunity, but to build it on the side, and then
Right.
share it once it's great, when it has real potential. Don't share it too early.
Got it. Okay, so don't share it too early. And So I'm just going to dig a little bit deeper on the bit where you said don't launch publicly right at the beginning, because a lot of people do say that, oh, if you have an idea, like get it out there, test it. But then, so with obviously being a co-founder or managing director, because you have existing commitments, you can't just do it publicly because everyone will know. So the trick is to do it secretly. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think like that. I think I would take it more as a playful adventure, but
Ah.
it's really like taking this playful and decide like I have this simmering idea. I want to go out. I want to test it. So you need to build it like because otherwise it's just concept on paper. You need to test it, but you need to find a path there where you can test it. For example, under a hidden um, identity. I mean, this is what all big brands are doing. When they launching products in a new category, they don't use it, they don't launch it under their own brand. So if Mercedes-Benz wants to go and test if they could be successful in the e-bike market, then but they are known for cars and or so or if they want to go in the motorcycle market, it's like then it's kind of like really seeing like they would start it on an own brand which is not connected to them. They
Mm.
use all the expertise, they test it, they learn about it, and then when I see like, yeah, it really has potential, then reveal it's also Mercedes Benz. So, but it's like it's about taking these principles from corporates or from people who have to lose some reputation and has to lose, and they have to be clear about their brand. So they have to care about their brand, about their reputation, and so do you. So that's
Mm.
why the point of developing it secretly on the side, launching a new project, and building it unpublicly can be really, really an interesting path.
Yeah, that's such an interesting insight, and especially, like you say, Mercedes-Benz, like big companies, they are already doing it, and then but you don't notice it because they launch it under a different brand secretly, and then they test it, and then when they know there's potential, then they take it
Yeah.
back into the company.
Yeah, or just the learnings, right?
Yeah.
Depending like what they want. Or as you say, like, great, we don't do it, but we
Mm.
tested it. So, and I think like all simmering ideas, they should at least be tried.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, Wolf. So, what would you say is one actionable step that somebody going through that can take away today? And if you could also share, how can somebody work with you? Like, how can you help them with this problem?
Okay. So when you have a simmering idea, um, it's about like think of a brand. Think of a brand you would launch it under. Like
Mm.
if it would not be you, right? If it's like, and even if you're starting about offering a service that let's say consultancy service or marketing or whatever, like any service, is like don't think about launching it from here. Like it's not Wolfgang Geram coaching. It's about like it can be the second mountain. So it's a brand name already, and so the brand name can go out and test it.
Mhm.
So I would say the first step: think of a brand name that excites you, that reflects your values, and from there, think of that. If that brand would test it, what would they do? So it's already detaching from your day-to-day job. So
Mm.
it's not about you, it's about the brand is testing it. And so we create a distance between you and your project and your idea.
Yeah.
And the second question, how can you work with me? So I think the best way, there's two ways. Like either we work in one-on-one, going to that, and there, so we have a really discreet process. You just reach out through LinkedIn. Please don't post under this live. Send me a direct message, and then we take a one-on-one meeting from there. And from here, we can see if we work one on one, or I also have a group program coming up, which is basically secretly, it's like launch your idea undercover. And this is coming up in, I think, what is the date, Alison?
September the 15th. Save the date.
September. Save the date if you want to launch something undercover. And in there we explore the routes and test the products and services you want to create. Because in the end, the whole thing, it is a business builder process, right? It's like clarifying your idea. What do you really want? How does it fit to you? How can we build? How we can make it, and test it and see if there's market demand. But we do this in that sense undercover, so your let's say your commitment to others is not, and also your reputation. If you want to change industries, for example, your reputation is not touched. Well, so for that, reach out and then we can see where we take it from here.
Thank you very much, Wolf. I love the playfulness there. And we have a comment from Taryn. So she said, I love these dangerous coffee break discussions. Thank you for this great topic. Well, thank you very much, Taryn. And we will be back again, same time next week.
Yeah,
Bye.
great. Thank you so much, Taryn. Bye.